when you visited their place in Tondo. So nakaka-impress. It's very rare that we see beauty queens continuing their advocacies even after their reign. And it's been 6 years, Kat. And you're still here, still raising funds for young, napakaswerte ng Young Focus. Grabe. You mentioned though in your opening speech that you're envisioning something big. What is that big vision?
I mean, the big vision really is to reach more kids. Like, there will always be a need for education, but it's being able to service that. It's not just the word of we want to help. It's really following through. This is how we're helping in a long-term way. Because the thing is, maybe education is hard for people to grasp as a solution because it's not a quick fix. It's not a handing out of a meal to feed an empty stomach. It's something that takes years to see completion,
right,
and to see that big picture really form. It takes a long time and a lot of resources, and of course the manpower that is on ground, the teachers, the staff, to even allow these centers to operate efficiently and really reach those kids. So it is a long-term vision, but I'm someone here for the long term, and I hope that in my dedication to this cause over the years can hopefully encourage other people to see the long-term benefits and really supporting a cause and a group that does such incredible work, consistent work, who is constantly there for the community, and hopefully in how many years, we see more examples just like Ram, who are beneficiaries of an organization like Young Focus, who grow to realize their potential and then go to impact the community in great ways and continue to carry it forward. That's a legacy of their own. And hopefully through efforts like this legacy ball, we encourage and equip people, individuals, to have their own legacies themselves.
Grabe, pang Miss Universe pa rin isang isang question, bagsak. Bakit na ganyan, no? But for the record, Kat, ilan na yung nagpapaaral yung estudyante?
At the moment, I believe there's 1,000, up to 1,000 students that are beneficiaries of Young Focus. So if we can improve that number, I think that would be incredible.
And Ram said kanina na parang hindi lang sa Tondonao ang Young Focus. Ano yung isang branch pa?
Bulacan and Cavite.
Bulacan.
And this is the result of the rehousing projects that happened. So some of the families who were beneficiaries within the Tondo Smoky Mountain area were relocated. So what's wonderful to see is that Young Focus continued in allowing their services to be accessible to them kahit wala na sila sa Smoky Mountain mismo. They've gone to different areas.
Young kids will be watching this press con. Gusto nilang makapag-aral pero walang funds. Can they reach out to you or to Young Focus?
Yes, to Young Focus. So Young Focus, they have their social media channels on Facebook, or also a website page, that's youngfocus.org. And it's free education.
Alright. Last question na lang, Kat.
Yes.
Sino yung top 3 na tinawagan mo na kailangan nasa ball sila at kailangan sila mag-donate?
Well, first were my brand partners, because as someone who is an endorser and works alongside brands, and these are not just individuals but companies, I really asked them to see the worth of this cause and to get involved, and I am very grateful that I've had several of my brand companies and families really show support in the Legacy Ball. Second, of course, I want everyone from Young Focus to be there. Kasi of course, I'm there as, I suppose, a representative or a spokesperson, pero iba, I feel there's a weight in storytelling, and if the stories come from the people themselves who have lived it out, who are on the ground, it gives that different air of authenticity. It allows that story to really have a weight that I feel would impact in the deepest way. And then third, I've really reached out to different artists. Kasi,
Gaya nino?
well, of course, from my Cornerstone family, parang surprise mo na siya.
Surprise pa.
But, well, I'm doing an all-star concert this month in Canada, next month pala in Canada. So we have such incredible talent roster in Cornerstone Entertainment, and I'm very, very grateful that some of the artists in the lineup have agreed to be a part of the event. Because it just shows that these are individuals that usually will be so busy with jam-packed schedules, no? And usually it's hard to get them scheduled onto one day, but they really showed their willingness and wanting to participate, to give back to this cause. And with that, I feel so grateful, again, to be part of these different families, whether it be Cornerstone family, whether it be my brand families, to know that our values are all aligned, that we're all coming together for such an incredible cause.
Mga beauty queens, may tinawagan ka din?
Yes, actually. I have invited a few, but it is quite an exclusive gathering of people because our goal is to fundraise.
Okay.
But I'm definitely asking their help in terms of boosting the messaging, of course, for Young Focus. Yeah.
Thanks, Kat.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. Hi, Catriona. I'm Robert from Manila Bulletin.
Hi, Robert.
Any target naman for this event? And I understand you just bonded with the kids from Young Focus. What happened? When they saw you, sabi nila? Ano mga request nila, favors? Ano mga sinabi nila?
We were able to have a bonding day here at City of Dreams at the DreamWorks DreamWorks Dream Play, which I was so grateful to have the opportunity because this is really a day for kids to be kids. We had 100 kids from Young Focus and some of the staff of Young Focus join us on that day. And everyone came together. It was my first time there din, so natuwa din ako as a big kid ako that day. And we really just allowed the kids to go out and have fun. There were exploration areas, there were even like rock climbing and high ropes courses, and it was really sweet to see them, one, conquering their fears. I was also conquering my fears too, if I'm honest, on those high rope courses. And they're all cheering each other on, and just to see that they're just able to have that space to be carefree. Because these are kids that, well, could you find a nice playground in the area that they're from? Maybe not. And to see them really just let go and to explore and just to have that whimsical curiosity and fun that children should have. Like, that's how, in a perfect world, childhood should look like. Carefree, fun, explorative, curious. And so it was so wonderful to be a part of that, and it was just really nice to bond with them. There were even like DreamWorks characters like Shrek and even from Madagascar, and the kids sobrang tuwang-tuwa sila. So infectious talaga yung joy nila, yung wonder nila, and I hope that they had a lot of fun. They said they did, but I hope that they had super fun.
Can I just add to that, to her answer? Kasi di ba normally, nagkaroon kasi sila ng gathering sa Dream Play kasama yung Young Focus. And si Kat hindi siya dumaan lang dun sa Dream Play. Actually, naglaro siya kasama yung mga bata the entire time because it was reserved for the entire for the entire group. That place was reserved for everyone. So yung mga Young Focus at sila naglalaro. Kasi Kat, umiikot ako kasi syempre tinitingnan ko sila. As in talagang nag-rock climbing din siya, umaakyat siya dun sa mga activities. As in, kasama siya ng mga bata naglalaro at ang saya-saya din niya. And I'm saying this just to give a reflection of who she is. She's a queen, pero napakasimpleng tao lang din niya. As in, ang saya-saya niya naglalaro sa mga bata. So, ganun siya totoong tao in a sense kung paano niya gustong tumulong, lalo na sa next generation of kids.
Thank you. And maybe ask the representative from Young Focus, anong mga priorities niyo these days sa Young Focus in terms of programs and plans?
Well, recently po nagkaroon ng fire incident sa community. We were there and our efforts, ngayon po nagkakaroon na ng rebuilding with the help of the people who support Young Focus. Of course, that includes everyone, Catriona and Cornerstone. People are already in the rebuilding phase, and as the year ends, we are hoping to give them another, somewhat yung Christmas nila is maging memorable for them because isa yun sa mga naging concerns namin. Ang Christmas approaches, tapos nangyari yung sunog, people will have no roof sa kanilang families. That's a very concerning thing for us, and we know how these events shape yung children, no, as they grow up, and we just want them to have a good, memorable childhood, no? So sa kanilang papalapit na Christmas, that's what we want to have, to give them something good, something great to do with their families. Sa ilalim syempre ng safe na tahanan No? And definitely, we are also looking to increase our numbers, and we are projecting. We want to help more. No? Syempre, we can only support as much as we want, pero we are hoping na with the help of everyone, giving their support ay mas mapalaki at mapalawak namin yung aming natutulungan ng community. That's what we're trying to do with our center in Naik right now. We started small, but after having the building, we are also trying to replicate the programs that we have in Tondo, in Smoky Mountain. And hopefully, hindi lang yung mga relocated families from Tondo ang matulungan, but also people who came from the Naik itself, Bulacan itself, ay matulungan din po natin. Because these people who needs help, hindi lang sila from Tondo, they're all over. No? And they also need help.
Okay, last question. Kat, going back to my first question, any target amount for this fundraising event?
As much as possible.